All right, you've done the deep dives. Welcome back. Let's lock this knowledge in for good. Our mission is simple. We're going to tear through the core of Chapter 1. This is going to be fast, it's going to be focused, and there's zero fluff. Ready? Let's do this. You know, at its heart, financial management isn't some crazy complex thing. It really just boils down to three and only three fundamental decisions that every manager has to make. So what are they, right? Just think about it like this. Every choice is about the flow of money. Where you get the money, where you put the money, and what you do with the cash that comes back. That's it. And this image here, it totally nails that flow. See? Money comes in through financing, you put it to work with investments, and then the profits get returned to the owners through the dividend decision. These three levers, they control the whole game.
First up, the investment decision. This is all about buying assets, things like machinery, buildings, inventory, stuff that's actually going to generate cash in the future. It's the whole spend money to make money part of the equation.
Next up, financing. You can't invest money you don't have, right? So this decision is all about where that cash comes from. Are you going to sell off pieces of the company? That's equity. Or are you going to borrow it? And that's debt. And finally, we have the dividend decision. So the business is making a profit. Great. Now what? Do you pay it out to the owners as a sort of thank you? Or do you keep it in the business to fuel even more growth? That is a super critical balancing act. So with those three decisions in your head, what's the end game? What's the goal of all this? Well, there is one golden rule you absolutely positively have to remember. Now look at this. It couldn't be clearer. Forget about maximizing profit. That is the wrong goal. The one, the only, the right goal of financial management is to maximize shareholder wealth. Full stop. So why is profit such a bad target? Three big reasons. One, it's all about the short term. Two, it tells you absolutely nothing about the risk you took to get those earnings. And three, this is the big one. Profit on a spreadsheet is not the same as actual cash in your hand.
So, here's the bottom line. You got to burn this sentence into your brain. Wealth is real. It's cash. It's share value. Profit's just an accountant's opinion at one specific moment in time.
Okay, this leads us to a huge, fundamental problem in pretty much every modern company. If the whole point is to make shareholders wealthy, what happens when the people actually running the company have other plans? This is what we call the principal-agent conflict.
Just look at this diagram. It's simple, right? The owners, the principals, they hire managers, the agents, to run the business for them. Now, in theory, the agent works for the principal, but, well, reality can get a little messy. And here is the problem. That agent might be way more interested in their own bonus, their own salary, or just building a bigger corporate empire for themselves than they are in making the principal wealthy. Their personal goals can clash directly with the company's main objective. So how do we fix this? It's simple, really. You have to align their interests. You tie the manager's rewards directly to the company's share price, using things like executive share option plans, or ESOPs. The logic is crystal clear. If the shareholders get rich, the managers get rich too.
Okay, fine. But what if your organization isn't trying to make anyone wealthy? What about, say, a charity or a school or a government agency? They need a totally different way to measure success.
For these kinds of organizations, the main goal shifts away from maximizing wealth and towards achieving what we call value for money, or VFM. It's all about squeezing the absolute most impact out of every single penny they get.
And this slide shows that VFM isn't just one thing, it's an entire system. It measures how well you turn your inputs, like donations and people's time, into the outputs and outcomes that actually achieve your mission.
And VFM rests on three pillars, what we call the 3 E's. Economy, that's buying your inputs cheap. Efficiency, that's getting the most output from those inputs, the best bang for your buck. And effectiveness, that's making sure you're doing the right things in the first place, actually hitting your targets.
And here is the key takeaway for this part. A super efficient engine is totally useless if the car is driving to the wrong city. Efficiency is the how, but effectiveness is the what. You have got to know the difference.
And that's a wrap. The 3 decisions, the 1 golden rule, the core conflict, and the framework for nonprofits. You've got it. Chapter 1, closed.
Hey, if this video helped you, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. This keeps me motivated and helps the channel grow. Thanks for watching.